Hey everyone, it's Bonnie from Bonnie Bryant Creative, and I am here today to show you how to do a computer screen mock-up. Whether you're a web designer and you want to take a screenshot of your new website to put on a mock-up like this, or you just want to learn how to do it for fun, I'm going to show you some really easy tricks to do it today. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is get a full screenshot of your entire web page. And the way I do that is I have a Google Chrome plugin called Full Page Screen Capture. And I'll put the link to download that in the description of the video. So basically you just go to whatever website you want to go to. This is one I just created. I just finished up editing for a client. And you're going to go to that site. You're going to click on the Full Page Screen Capture plugin in your browser. And it's going to take a screen capture of the entire page. It just takes a few seconds, you'll see here, and you get the full page. And then it should open up in a new link, and then you'll be able to download it. I like to download it as a PNG image. You can also download it as a PDF. Like I said, I prefer the PNG, especially because we're just doing this in Photoshop. So usually I like to take a few. So you can take one for each screen that you'd like to take a picture of. And you can save it to your downloads or wherever you'd like to save it to. You're also going to want to get a computer screen mock-up, and I'll show you what that looks like when we get to the Photoshop screen. Okay, so download as a PNG. Let's see. Do one more. Okay, so while that's going, I can show you guys the mock-up that I've chosen. I use a stock photo subscription site to do this, to get these mock-ups. You can use really anything. You can go on Pexels or Unsplash or a bunch of different sites to get your screen capture. Like I said, I got these from a stock photo subscription I have. Okay, so once you have all your screen captures, make sure you download everything. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Photoshop, and we're gonna take our image and we're gonna create on a new layer. We're going to go over here to our toolbar, get rid of this little thing here, I don't need that. We're gonna add a new layer. So layer 0 here is your background, or is your mockup. You can change the name to it if you want to. I don't always name my layers, which I should. But I don't think we need to. We only have 2 layers in this one. So in this one, you're gonna create a little frame. So you're gonna go over here to your rectangle, and you're gonna create a little frame that's just, if you can see here, or if you have a Mac desktop of yourself, you can see that there's a little, like you have the screen is inside a little frame, and you can kind of see it here on the mockup. So you're gonna just create a little square that goes in that frame. And then you just create the rectangle, and then you're gonna upload one of your pictures into it. So let's do this one. So sorry, my computer's a little slow. All right, so now here's our screen capture. And we're gonna, okay, so you can resize it now, you can resize it later. Let's just resize it now, and then the next one I'll show you what it looks like to resize it later. So it depends on what version of Photoshop you have. Actually, the version of Photoshop that I'm using now is on my newer computer, and the one on my laptop is older. So it depends on the version, but on the newer versions of Photoshop, if you want to stretch something proportionally, you just stretch it at the bounding box like this. On the older version, to stretch it proportionally, you'd have to click Shift and then stretch it. So it's a little confusing, but if you don't, like on this one now, if you click Shift, it stretches unproportionally, which you don't want. So it just depends on the version. If you don't see it stretching proportionally, click Shift, and then it should do that. So now it'll fit in the frame. And okay, so the next thing we want to do is we want to create a clipping mask to put this into the rectangle that we chose. So you're going to head over to your layers bar. You're going to right click on the screen capture layer, and then you're going to click create clipping mask. And then you'll see that it'll fit perfectly in that little box. You want to make sure that the layers here, the order of them, is the screen capture image, then your rectangle, and then the background layer. So once your screen capture is in here, you really can just like play with it. You can go up, you can go down, you can show different parts of your screen. This one we'll do like this. And actually a little hack, actually I'll wait till I show you the next one to show you this little hack that I know. Okay, so now you have this, and then you can just save it. Save as. Melissa Hyatt workshop page mockup. You can save it as a JPEG or a PNG. PNGs are higher quality but much bigger files. JPEGs are a little bit lower quality but they're much smaller files. So if size is an issue for you, save it as a JPEG. If you wanted a little bit higher quality, save it as a PNG. Okay, so we're gonna do our next one, and actually I'm gonna show you a little hack that I can do, that I recommend. So delete this one. And actually, something that I want to do is I want to make the rectangle a different color. And the reason why this is helpful is because you can see where the rectangle is, where the web page might overlap or might show the edge of the rectangle. So I'll show you what I mean. So if we make this a different color, let's see, cancel. Let's just paint it blue, or like let's paint it like a really bright color just so we know we're seeing it. Like we'll paint it a hot pink, and you'll see the reason I do this. Okay, so let's do it again. Let's drag in one of our screenshots. Let's do the home page now. Put it in, and now again I'll show you. Now we can do the clipping mask and resize it that way. But click on your image. Actually, you're going to want to embed it first. So once you see it in the thing, you can click enter, and then you'll see that X go away. So right click, create clipping mask, and then you'll see it in the thing. And of course, we can see the hot pink background, which is helpful because when you resize it, you can tell if you're like a little bit off. You want to make sure that you go all the way to the edge of the rectangle. In the first example I did where the rectangle was white, it was really hard to tell because it's the same color as the background. But now you'll definitely be able to tell if you need to make it a little bit bigger because we have that hot pink rectangle. So you can see here, it looks good. Let's pretend it's like a little bit shorter. You're like, oh, I need to make it a little bit bigger, whereas with the white background, it would have been a little bit harder to tell. So you can do that. Okay, so let's do this one. This is a good one. I always like to do the nice homepage, especially with an artist, because she has such a pretty banner of her work. Melissa Hyatt homepage, mockup 1. Again, save it as a PNG. And then again, you can drag and pull like something a little bit different. This is a nice little shot to have with all her calls to action that she designed. Save as Melissa Hyatt homepage mockup 2 PNG. And I really like, so I'm really glad I found the full page screen capture plugin, because before I had that, it's really hard because you'd have to like kind of screenshot the full screen, but like sometimes if your screen is smaller than that, you get all these like issues. So that's why I like the full page screen capture, because you can really just get the whole page and you don't have to worry about like, oh, it might not fit, and then it just gets complicated. So I really like that plugin. It's a free plugin for Google Chrome. And then like we're doing here, you can just kind of pull it up and get all of the home page. You can do multiple mock-ups from just that one full page screen capture, especially if you have a really pretty home page like this one. Oops. Yeah, like all this stuff. Okay, I think that's good. So that's basically it. That's how you do a website mockup easily in Photoshop. It really takes like under 10 minutes, especially when you get used to it. You can see here again when we're dragging it and you move it to the side, you can see that bright red rectangle, which is good because then you know that if you're not off centered or something like that. So that's it. It's pretty easy. I will add the link to the full page screen capture in the description, and I'll also add an affiliate link to Amazon, to Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Creative Suite. So if you don't have Adobe yet and you'd like to download it, I'll add that in the description as well. And to see the rest of our videos, you can head to our YouTube page to see our other how-tos. And if you want to see our site, you can head to bonniebryantcreative.com. Thanks, guys.